telling me now and then, sing one of your new hits, we want to hear it. I had to refuse, had to make an excuse, can't make one note. I have such road coming on strong.
7:19 in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm trying to work out what would have inspired my producer Aksha Gulston to highlight Maestro with Fiery from 40 years ago. And when you listen to that, certainly from my era, it's almost with nostalgia but sadness as well, because some of the outstanding calypsos that Maestro did, and also a calypso that essentially predicted his own death, because he sang about a calypsonian dying in a vehicular crash, and he died in a vehicular crash. So it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. Anyway, as we're talking about entertainment, we are into a number of entertainment segments that's going to wrap up our program today. And we begin with an opportunity for artists courtesy of LA Records. They are offering a special on full studio production until Sunday, so there's not much time left. The price is $1,000. And to give us more information on the opportunity, we are joined by none other than the managing director of LA Records, Lyndon Andrews, who's no stranger to this environment, or I'm sure all the media environments in Trinidad and Tobago. Lyndon, good to see you once again. Thank you very much for joining us. So tell us essentially, what are you getting if you're an artist, an entertainer, and you say, okay, $1,000, what am I getting for that?
So firstly, it's the production of your instrumental. So you come with your original song. We're not going to take any existing beats or instrumentals that we have. We're actually going to create an instrumental for your song, your lyrical content, and then we'll do professional recording of your vocals, mixing and mastering as well.
And if people want to take advantage of this opportunity, again, the price is $1,000.
$50, yes.
Is that final price or VAT inclusive or plus VAT?
That's the final price.
Final price.
Yes.
Final price is $1,000. And if people want to take advantage of this opportunity, what do they have to do?
They just need to contact us at 281-3022. That's 281-3022. They can call us, and Ms. Fortune will actually take their contact information and register them for the promotion.
Are you also on social media?
Correct.
That people can and where can they find you on social media?
Yes, so you can look for us on Facebook, LA Records Media and Entertainment Services. You can also contact us on Instagram, LA Records ME.
Why have you decided to do this?
We look at the industry and the quality of production that we provide. Normally our cost starts at $8,000 up, and on the low end $5,000–$6,000. Most of the artists may have a job that pays a salary of $5,000–$6,000. So if an artist wants to come into the studio, they have to save probably for 3–4 months before they could actually get into the studio to do one song. So which means the artist is going to do like one song per year.
Yeah.
Now if it is I'm charging $8–10,000, it might take you a longer time to save that. So we're looking at the industry and knowing that there are a number of talented artists who don't have the budget or the financial backing to actually get their career started. We decided to come up with this initiative to help the society.
And how long ago was it launched? Have you been getting a good response so far?
We have been getting an excellent response. We started it just about 3 weeks ago, and we decided to run it for 1 week when we initially started. Within the first week, the momentum started to build and persons requested of us to extend it, and hence we are actually at this point. Now, it's very important for persons to come in at this point in time. I'm not certain, because of the amount of tracks that come in, I'm not certain if it will run this offer again, but this is definitely the time to take advantage of it. Anyone who wants to do reggae, soca, dancehall, chutney, I was doing Hindi music up to about 2 o'clock this morning.
Right.
So anyone, any genre, we are pretty open to working with anyone and giving you the best quality possible.
And I'm impressed. You're wide awake, even though you were working up to 2 o'clock this morning. So are you fellas working 24/7 based on the response to this?
Yeah, we get about 2–3 hours rest and then we're back at it again. And I'd just like to highlight too, because people may want to know who LA Records, who we are.
Sure.
We would have worked with artists such as Sharon Winchester. I'm actually responsible for taking him to Dubai to represent Trinidad and Tobago. That would have been in 2015, after I produced a theme song for a fashion company by the name of Runway Dubai in 2014. Following that, last year we did a reggae rhythm called the Reboot Rhythm,
yes,
which would have featured Grammy-nominated Jack, your reggae icon Bushman, and locals such as Jah Melody, Isasha, King David, Crazy. So just to give you an idea as to the quality of work, we would have worked with Marcia, Miranda, a number of artists you could look through our social media and you'll see. So it's definitely an opportunity to take advantage of. There's no catch. We're not trying to outsmart anyone, right? There's agreements that you could read over before you actually get into the arrangement. It's an opportunity to take
as you bring it
advantage
up,
of.
because people might say, but wait now, next thing you know, I sign on to something and suddenly I realize I locked into Lyndon Andrews and I can't go nowhere else.
No. The arrangement is in relation to the song, so we have royalty separation, but thereafter you are free to work with any studio that you wish to work with.
And does that mean that, it's not that I'm being overly picky about it,
No.
that whoever brings the work, they own the rights to it, or does the rights become partially owned by LA?
So in terms of the copyright arrangement, it's shared because it's our music backing their lyrical content. So if anything has to happen going forward, the both entities have to collaborate on it. So it's not like we're going to take their song and do anything with it. We will notify them first, and upon their approval, we could actually move forward, and same we expect on their end.
What else is on the cards for LA Records moving forward?
At this point in time, well, the last thing that would have taken place, Bushman actually chose his track off of the Reboot Rhythm to be on his album. So that is currently in the buzz. Actually in talks with Sherwin was supposed to be here with me this morning,
Yeah.
Mr. Winchester. We have some great stuff in store with regards to our Dubai connection. As you know, we have a branch in Dubai as well. Aside from that, we offer music production and audio engineering courses, which are supposed to start this month, just about 2 weeks later. So persons could contact the same number, 2813022, to get more information on that.
Tell me a little bit more about that Dubai connection, because it might actually surprise people. When you think of Dubai, tall buildings, people in Arab headdress, maybe a little conservative, but not many people are aware that Dubai is more and more becoming almost a concert capital in some ways and so on,
Correct.
and becoming more westernized than Middle Eastern. Tell us a bit about that Dubai connection.
And there's a touch of the Caribbean feel as well. Pretty open people. They had a strong, I guess the economy depended heavily on oil. And with an attempt to diversify the economy, they decided to invest heavily in tourism. So you have the man-made islands, you have these tall buildings, tourist attraction, right? And they're very welcoming. I think it's something that we can learn from as a people as well. And even being there with Sherwin to see how they reacted to his music. And our music as Trinidadians, it was just awesome. And it's something that we are definitely going to take advantage of.
Arabs whining, though, like something to think about. But maybe not Arabs, it's more expats, because about 80% of the UAE would be expats. But
Right.
just in that, as you raise that point about, tell us about what could we learn from their attitude towards diversification, towards exploring new opportunities with their existing revenue to create greater revenue streams from other sources for generations to come.
I'll speak about the entertainment sector. Every day I see so many talented artists, and it's really sad that we don't really have things in place for these artists, each one of them to take advantage of. In Trinidad and Tobago, if it is you don't sing soca music, you really don't get to be on that big stage. And after I've worked with artists who would have spent a number of years, some of the greats in the industry, and I wonder at times what is in place for these artists after they pass their prime and they're going down, and then you have someone else coming up. What do we have in place to take care of them? And I think that's something that we definitely need to put in place. There need to be unions and more organization in the industry. So you hear people talk about this term, the mafia, the fighting. We should have things in place to prevent such action, that every artist could have a voice, everybody could have a chance, everybody could have that opportunity to be on a stage, to get into a studio, to be within the studio environment. And it shouldn't be that me as a producer, I could take advantage of an artist because of their lack of information. There should be forums in place where artists could be educated, not just musically to increase their technical skill, but more on the business aspect as well, speaking about royalties, copyright, and the arrangements in place.
Is our environment becoming too one-dimensional as far as carnival related? The reason I bring that up is because I saw filmmaker Marielle Brown commenting on that last week. She said that when people talk about culture in Trinidad and Tobago, it seems that there's more and more push towards everything has to be around carnival. And is that true to the music side as well, or is there far more diversity and activity beyond carnival?
I mean, there are attempts, by artists, producers, promoters to actually put on some great shows following Carnival, but the great event that we have is Carnival. There isn't a massive reggae event, there isn't a massive R&B event. So if it is I'm a classical singer, what can I look forward to? What kind of classical celebration do we have? I'll depend on music festival. There should be more than that.
And as far as the work of LA Records in that sense, are you kept busy throughout the year? Do you have those usual peaks and troughs along the way?
Yeah, I mean, we have faced our challenges. As some people would know, I would have started off the company 501 Production some years ago. And I mean, it was definitely a significant challenge to actually revamp everything, starting over from scratch. And I've had those points where you don't know where the next dollar coming from. And like with anything else, you just need to have that faith and continue to push. And because we know at LA Records, we're not just doing this for ourselves, but it's for the people as well. So we can't let up. I mean, if it is we face some challenges, we have to push forward and make it happen, because at the end of the day, I, myself, and the entire LA Records team would like to make a significant contribution to the art form and creative sector of Trinidad and Tobago.
And LA Records sound like LA as in Los Angeles, USA, but I suspect it's Lyndon Andrews Records in that sense. But before we conclude, just remind everybody about this opportunity that they have until Sunday to take advantage of.
So you are getting the opportunity to have a full production. That's creation of your instrumental, recording of your vocals, mixing and mastering for just the cost of 1,000 TT dollars. It's no scam. It's real and it's professional quality. You can check out our YouTube page, LA Records Media and Entertainment Services. To get in touch with us, contact 281-3022. That's 281-3022. Make your dreams a reality today.
Lyndon, thanks very much for joining us once again. And indeed, the beard that he has will go well in Dubai also, because you have a lot of pretty long beards there as well. Trying to imagine all these Arabs with the camels and so on, pulling in for our wine with Show in Winchester when he's performing. But stranger things happen in Dubai, trust me on that, because the more westernized than the West in many respects. 7:30 in Trinidad and Tobago. We'll be back right after this.
Can't make one note. I have such road coming on.